Okay, what about I heal those who they are blind? Muhammad, he have a person who is blind, he keep coming to his house. Do you know what Muhammad did to him? He kicked him out. There's a chapter in the Quran, it's called the Abasa wa Tawalla in Ja'ahu al-A'ma. Abasa wa Tawalla. When a blind man, he came to Muhammad, chapter 80, verse number 1, asking for guidance, not asking him for eyes. I mean, the guy is not even, he knew Muhammad, he can do nothing for him. Actually, if you read in the Bible, you see the story where Jesus, when the blind, he said to him, I want to see. I mean, have you ever heard of such a request? Like, you are blind, and then a person walk by. And what you say to him, you don't say to him, I want a sandwich. Because this guy is supposed to, he should be begging for food. He's blind, he cannot walk. He is not asking for food. He's not asking for some pennies. He's asking for, I want to see. Why he's asking Jesus he want to see? Because his name is all over. This is the person, whoever stand in front of him and he have a problem, he can fix it, he can heal it. So the blind man did not ask Jesus to guidance, he asked him for eyes. And Jesus gave him eyes. When the blind man came to Muhammad, what Muhammad he did? He fawned and turned away. Who? Muhammad. Muhammad, he made this verse himself to clean himself, that, okay, you know what, I have a bad reputation. A blind man came to me and I was very rude with him. People start talking about him. I mean, what kind of a guy? Just because he's busy with the rich men of Quraysh. If you read the story according to Muslim, not according to Christian Prince, that Muhammad was speaking to a bunch of rich people of Quraysh, the tribe of Quraysh. And the blind man, he came to ask question. Muhammad, he gave him a face and he kicked him out. Because come on, this guy is just a poor guy. And not only that, if you read the interpretation, you will see that he was afraid that the people of Quraysh will say, oh, look who is following him, a blind poor man. This is the one who follow you, a blind poor man. So Muhammad was ashamed of the blind man and he kicked him away. And by the way, if you are a person who want to say, I'm making things up, I can open the interpretation for you. Let us do that. So Muslim will not say we are making things up. You know them. You show it to them in the screen, and yet they say, they call you liar, liar. It doesn't matter what you show them. What kind of a prophet this prophet is? This is the book of Asbab al-Nuzul, and this is the official government of Jordan. Government of Jordan. This is owned by the king of Jordan himself, who he claimed that he is from the family of the prophet, and that explains why he's very much corrupt. So when the blind man came to him, he said to himself, who said to himself? Muhammad. These chiefs will say his followers consist of only the blind, the lowly people, and the slaves. Do you see it? Muhammad was ashamed of the poor man, ashamed that he is a blind, and he was worried that the chief, the rich, the chief, who is the chief? What a chief? What make you chief in a community? Richness, money, gold, silver. This is Muhammad. Jesus was not worried about the blind man asking him and talking to him. Jesus even touched him with his own hands. He made a mud and he put it in his eyes. He was not ashamed to stand and give his time, the priceless time of the Lord. We are talking about a person we believe he is our God, standing in front of a blind man who was asking for eyes. So while Muhammad was ashamed of the blind man, saying, oh, they will say I'm talking to lowly. Do you see the word lowly, people? Let me zoom in for those who they have a bad vision from the Muhammadan. Do you see it? Muhammad, he don't want to have slaves, followers, or lowly, as he called them here. This is Muhammad saying to himself lowly, which means the lowest of the society. Muhammad, he see the blind man as the lowest of the society. Please don't go out of my topic. Focus with my topic, otherwise I will block you. Don't tell me Muslim try to kill. We are not talking about Muslims now. Anyone here will attack the Muslims, I will block you.